Blessings in Jesus' name. So, I'm not climbing stairs now, so I'm not in a rush, so I'll take my time to explain this. What Tesco are doing is against the law. They're creating subdivisions. They're creating a group of people who they choose to endow, and another group of people who they choose to penalize monetarily for not associating with them or affiliating with them in the form of a club card. So what they've effectively done is penalize people who don't affiliate or associate with them. This is against the laws of our land because it's a discriminatory action, monetarily penalizing people for not associating with Tesco. They're not allowed to do this. You have to offer the service equally to all people, applying one price for all. Does a piece of plastic add value or subtract value from an item that you sell on the shelf? Well, of course not, especially not if they're downloading an application. The application has in no way affected the product. Neither its value, nor the cost of production, nor the cost of transportation, nor any of the overheads that go from, the field to the shelf. So none of these are actually affected by a club card, nor by your affiliation with Tesco. The only thing that helps Tesco is when they sell something. So actually the person who is being penalised is more of an asset to Tesco financially than the person with the club card. What does that tell you? The person who doesn't have the club card contributes more to Tesco. Why are they being penalised further every time they purchase for contributing more to Tesco? If I'm charged €1.32 for a bunch of lemons, and somebody else, because they have the club card, get the club card price of 99 cents, I'm contributing more to Tesco. I'm a better customer to them because I'm paying more for their service. I'm contributing more to Tesco than somebody who has the club card. How does this benefit Tesco then? It doesn't. How does it benefit the customer? It doesn't. Because the customer is robbed later on down the line. What happens if he joins the club? So what Tesco have had to do is preempt that. So instead of them actually affording you a deduction, they're actually penalising those who don't take the card. Because if to endow everybody who takes the card financially and take a hit, they'd be taking that hit perpetually. And so that would ultimately be the downfall of Tesco. So there's a disingenuousness, there's a facade to the club card. They're telling you that the club card gives you a lesser price, and it does, but it doesn't give you a lesser price than they were charging you before the introduction of the club card. When before the club card was introduced, I was paying 49 cents for a bundle of oranges. Then, after it was introduced, if I didn't have the club card, I would pay €1.09. So this is not a fair price. The one who doesn't have the club card is contributing more to Tesco Ireland than the one who has the club card. There's something seriously wrong with that if you're going to continue penalising somebody who's contributing more to your company. You see the point? So that's not a true representation of value or cost of production. It's not reasonableness in business. It's discriminatory action against even long-standing customers like myself. I'm going to Tesco for 20 years. Sometimes I was in Tesco every day, and spending the 100 quid a week or whatever it was, €80 a week in Tesco. And now I'm still being penalised monetarily. They want me to pay €1.32 for a basket or a net of lemons, when the other person is paying 99 cents. Why? Why are you discriminating against me, Tesco? Why are you telling me that I have to pay more than somebody else when I've been your long-standing customer? That's not how a club card is supposed to work. A club card is supposed to recognise your long-standing customers in the way of an accumulation of a small amount of points over a period of time, amounting to enough points to purchase a small gift. Anything above and beyond that is a false value system that's not allowed in business in Ireland. There has to be a true value to the actions that these businesses take, even if they're actions to incentivize return trade. Because there's nothing wrong with giving somebody a, it's a recognition of long-standing custom. There's a problem when you start penalizing somebody who has been in your store purchasing things for a long extended period of time, like 20 years, like myself. And then when you're penalizing them and endowing people who've just come through the door simply because they've downloaded an app and decided to associate with Tesco, you might never see that customer again. They might go back to shopping in Aldi, but they got their item for half price. To operate, it was a recognition of return trade in the accumulation of points. What they're doing is extortionate. It's not a true representation of the value of an item, and they're not allowed by law to discriminate against somebody, to charge two different prices to their clientele on the basis of affiliation. That's against the laws of Ireland. So I will not be aiding and abetting Tesco anymore in their criminal activity, so they've lost a customer today. They've lost a customer because they're acting criminally in our land, and I will not take the hand of a criminal corporation. If they correct their behaviour, that would be different. But at this point in time, they're a criminal organisation.